Today we're tackling a piece of furniture that generally gets a bad rap. It's the recliner. It's known as the ultimate symbol of lazy, channel flipping idleness, and it is a major decorating dilemma for couples. Welcome back. I'm guest host Emily McCormick. Designer Angela Winchester helps us find common ground over the comfortable chair. Angela, why is this such a problem? Why is it so hard for men and women to agree about chairs and recliners and comfort?
Well, we have men and women come into the store all the time, and almost always the biggest dilemma is comfort versus design. Men want something, and rightfully so, really comfy, and women want it to look beautiful in their home. They just want it to fit.
So what does it take to make a recliner work in your space and have it look good?
Well, I think it takes a designer helping you kind of pick out all the right options and all the right pieces that make it feel like it wasn't just plop down, like purchase some weekend and plop down in the middle of an existing design, but
one that was... We're seeing some examples of it now, and you can see, I mean, it doesn't necessarily even look like a recliner, right?
Right.
Got these pretty red chair and this lovely...
Yes. This room in particular we love. We love the light coming in, but those chairs, we put that there to show you how we could swap out chairs in a room to those chairs, which are actually recliners, and it would look like the exact same look and feel. It would be beautiful and airy. So
you know, it is interesting because you get the visual image when you think recliner of big, puffy. I mean,
you do.
They are so comfortable.
We used to call them the Big Bubba. The Big Bubba chairs.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a Big Bubba?
I know.
I mean, I don't.
I know.
I do want to sit in it. I don't want it in my living room.
Just not the look.
Right.
Yep.
But I do think that it's amazing because the ones that you brought in today and the ones we just saw have a totally different look and feel. I mean, they're really looking much more like a chair.
They do. They do. They fit into today's contemporary designs.
And so how has the recliner evolved?
Well, I think it's so neat. There's so many options that they have now. I think manufacturers figured out that women didn't want just a big, huge chair in their room. They wanted comfort for their men, but they want a design for them. So, I mean, if you can see some of the options we have here, we've got leather and fabric. Fabric is such a fun way to work a chair into an existing design, a recliner. And these chairs come in, I mean, you could choose from hundreds of fabrics. So if you have a designer helping you, you can make it work with any room design.
I think you're right. You think of leather often when you think of a recliner.
Yes.
But this fabric, it almost gives it a little bit more of a sophisticated, warmer feel.
Absolutely.
My question is, though, if you're, this fabric looks pretty resilient. How do you pick which fabric is going to go best?
In your design, or well, if you have a designer helping you, then that's very helpful. But I think one of the neatest things about fabric nowadays is they make a lot of performance fabrics. It used to be that Sunbrella was the only game in town for that kind of a fabric, and it looked like it belonged outside. But now they have so many performance fabrics that look and feel warm and cozy, and they're beautiful, and you would never know, but they're stain resistant, they're fading resistant, and you can put them in a design and not worry about spillage or fading, and it's awesome.
That is awesome, and I think that speaks to so many people, not just people with little kids. You're talking to people who are adults, because you really do. If it's a recliner, it's a functional chair, right?
Yes.
I mean, maybe you're drinking a drink in it or having a snack or doing something in the recliner.
Yeah.
Now, what about the actual reclining mechanism? Has that changed over the years?
Oh, so much, so much.
The big brown...
The big handle, but yeah.
Right.
Was a dead giveaway that it was a recliner. Well, let me show you. I'll demonstrate. There are a lot of different mechanisms nowadays. This chair in particular is just a pushback, as is the one you're in. So if I just push back with my arms, I can recline, and nobody knows. There's no handle, there's no anything to give it away. So it's awesome. This one is a power recliner, which we love. And one of the new features in Power is battery packs. If you don't have a plug right by your chair, and often you don't, you can get a battery pack, stick it in the back, and it's good. You just recharge it like you would a drill recharge battery or something. But this one reclines in two different ways. So if I reach across, you can see the normal recline. But what's awesome about this is if you're laying back and you're wanting to talk or you're wanting to watch TV, it also has a headrest movement. So
oh, no way. Look at that.
Isn't that awesome?
Is the ultimate recliner.
So
That's
you can
pretty
talk,
amazing.
you can have a good conversation or watch TV. So
and how much room do you need for one of these? I mean, if you're putting it, you can't really shove it in a corner. You kind of need some room for it to go back.
A little bit. Some of them, they're all different. Some of them need a little more than others. One of the new features in recliners is what they call a wall hugger. So it reclines forward instead of back. And that's really fun when you work into a design because you can put a beautiful table behind it and have some lamps and have it look just like it fits into the design. Or if you don't have a lot of space, it can go right against a wall and it works beautifully in your space.
Perfect. And so for people interested, because we have Mother's Day and Father's Day coming up, those are
Right.
big purchase times for these kinds of things.
Yes.
You're having a great sale.
We are. We love moms and dads. We're moms and dads ourselves.
That's a
And
good
we
thing
should
to
treat
love.
ourselves, right? And we should treat our moms and dads. So between now and May 30th, any purchase of a chair, recliner or otherwise, will receive 40% off list in our store.
Awesome.
Just mention this show.
Studio 5. Perfect.
Yep.
Thanks so much, Angela.
Thanks, Emily.
We will post a link to Angela's store at our website. You can always check in there for great ideas and home decor advice from the top local designers.